A man sits on a busy street corner with his worn guitar resting on his knee. The bustling sound of the city surrounds him, cars honking, people chatting, footsteps echoing across the pavement. He doesn't mind, he's used to it. His fingers move gently over the guitar strings, creating a soft melody that blends into the noise of the street. He's been here for hours just playing. A few coins clink into the open guitar case in front of him. Some are tossed quickly, without a second glance, while others are dropped with a little more care. The case holds a few crumpled bills, but it's mostly empty. Yet he plays on, as if the money doesn't matter. It's the music that keeps him going. His eyes are closed, lost in the rhythm, his mind drifting with each note. His clothes are simple, faded jeans, a t-shirt that's seen better days. The sun is beginning to dip low in the sky, casting long shadows on the pavement. But he doesn't seem to notice. The world could be spinning around him, and he wouldn't mind. Right now it's just him and the music. Occasionally a passerby will slow down, listening for a moment before moving on. A few nod in appreciation, but most just keep walking. It's a familiar routine for him. He's not expecting fame or fortune. He's just here, doing what he loves. A musician, sharing his gift with whoever happens to be around. It's a usual day for him, the same as every other. He's been coming to this spot for months, maybe even years. The street has become a part of his routine, a place where he can play without worry. His fingers move over the strings without thought, each note familiar, like an old friend. Every now and then someone will stop, listening for a moment, maybe tapping their feet to the beat. Some drop a coin in the case, others stand there for a little while, nodding along to the music, before they continue on their way. Most of them are just passing through, lost in their own world. The busy rhythm of the city doesn't slow down for anyone, not even the musician. He's used to it by now. The crowd comes and goes. Some people are too busy to notice him, their heads down, their eyes glued to their phones, but there are others who stop, even if only for a moment, to enjoy the sound of something real in a world that moves too fast. For the musician, that's enough. A family walks by, the kids tugging on their parents' sleeves, excited to hear the music. The parents smile, glancing at the musician for a second before they hurry on. A group of friends passes, laughing, not even sparing a glance at the man with the guitar. It doesn't matter. He just plays. Occasionally a tourist will stop, their curiosity piqued by the street performer. They might take out their camera to snap a quick picture or video, capturing the moment of the music. It's all so familiar. He doesn't mind, he doesn't need their attention. He's here to play, to share a piece of himself with the world around him. The sun climbs higher in the sky, and the street grows busier. The sounds of footsteps grow louder, the noise of the city becoming a constant hum. But for the musician, it's just background noise. He doesn't need much, just his guitar, a little space, and the music to fill the air. As the musician strums the strings, his eyes remain closed, lost in the flow of the melody. He barely notices the crowd moving past him, but something shifts in the air. The sound of footsteps slows, as if someone is lingering, listening carefully. He doesn't look up, thinking it's just another passerby. But then a feeling of quiet attention draws him in. His instincts tell him that this person isn't just passing through, they're really listening. The musician lets the music carry him, but he becomes aware of the presence in front of him. The crowd is still moving, people talking, some laughing, others too absorbed in their phones to care. Yet this one person stays, standing just a little longer than the rest. The figure in front of him stands still, their face hidden behind dark sunglasses. The musician can't make out much, just the way they nod in time with the music. There's a kind of energy around them that makes the moment feel different, but he doesn't stop playing. He can't. The stranger is dressed casually, like someone who doesn't want to stand out. A simple hoodie, jeans and sneakers, but the way they stand there, so absorbed in the music, it's almost as if the world around them has faded. For a moment it feels like it's just the two of them, separated from the chaos of the street. The musician keeps playing, his fingers moving on autopilot now. He's gotten used to these moments, strangers who pause, listen and move on. It's not unusual, but this one feels different. The stranger's posture, the way they lean in, it's clear they're paying attention in a way that feels personal. The minutes pass, and the musician continues to play, though his curiosity about the stranger begins to grow. Who are they? Why are they so intent on listening? Most people barely notice the music, let alone stand there for this long. Finally, the stranger takes a small step forward. The musician can hear them humming along softly, their voice blending in with his guitar. He's a bit surprised but keeps playing, not wanting to break the magic of the moment. It's a quiet hum at first, barely audible over the guitar strings, but it's there, and it feels like an invitation to something bigger. Without warning, the stranger moves closer. Their eyes meeting his for the first time, they lower their sunglasses slowly, revealing their face. For a split second, the musician doesn't know how to react, and then it clicks. The person in front of him isn't just some stranger on the street. It's someone he knows, someone everyone knows. The realization hits him like a wave. This is a famous singer. He's seen them on TV, heard their songs on the radio, but they're standing right here, in front of him, listening to him play. His heart skips a beat, his fingers falter on the strings. The celebrity grins, and for a brief moment, the musician can't believe it. The person he's been admiring from afar is right here, looking at him with a smile. The musician's hands tremble slightly on the guitar. He tries to keep playing, but the realization is overwhelming. This isn't just anyone standing in front of him, it's a star, a person whose voice he's heard on the radio countless times, whose face he's seen in magazines. This is a celebrity, someone with millions of fans, and yet here they are, right in front of him. For a moment everything around him blurs, the crowd, the noise, the cars speeding by, none of it matters. It's just him and this famous face. The stranger lowers their sunglasses completely, revealing their eyes, and that's when it hits him fully. His mind races, struggling to process what's happening. This can't be real, this can't be happening. He pauses mid-strum, his heart pounding in his chest. The celebrity's smile widens as they see his reaction. They step closer, looking down at the guitar case, glancing at the coins inside. The musician's hands still hover over the strings, unsure of what to do next. His mouth is dry, his thoughts scattered. The celebrity leans in, their voice soft but clear. "You've got a great sound," they say, their eyes twinkling with genuine appreciation. The words sink in slowly, and the musician feels a rush of warmth spread through him. He can't believe it. A celebrity, someone of such fame, is talking to him like a regular person, complimenting his music. It feels surreal, like something out of a dream. The crowd around them seems to notice the shift. A few people stop, eyes widening as they recognize the famous singer. Whispers begin to spread. "It's happening, this is real." The musician's voice catches in his throat. He tries to respond, but words don't come. Instead, he gives a small nervous smile, unsure of what to say. His fingers begin to play again, more shakily now. The celebrity watches him, nodding in time with the music. They don't seem rushed or distracted. They're here in this moment, paying attention. And that's when it really sinks in. The celebrity knows who he is, not just as a musician on the street, but as someone with a gift, someone worth listening to. The celebrity takes a step back, looking at the musician with a grin. For a moment they just stand there, both of them locked in this strange silent understanding. Then, without another word, the celebrity does something unexpected. They reach down, take a seat next to him on the pavement, and start tapping their fingers to the beat. "Mind if I join you?" they ask, their voice light, almost playful. The musician freezes, his heart nearly stopping in his chest. Did they just say that? Did they really just offer to play with him? His mind races, trying to process what's happening. This is crazy. He's just an unknown street performer. And here's one of the biggest names in the music industry, casually asking if they can play together. It feels like a dream, a wild twist of fate that he can't quite believe. But before he can fully gather his thoughts, the celebrity picks up a rhythm, humming softly in tune with his guitar. The sound is smooth, easy, and somehow familiar. It's not the voice of a stranger. It's the voice of someone who has sung in front of thousands, who has made people cry with their music. The harmony between them flows naturally. The musician watches, still stunned, as the celebrity's voice joins his, effortlessly matching the melody. His own voice trembles slightly, unsure, but it blends in perfectly. It's like they've been playing together for years, as if this moment was always meant to happen. He plays more confidently now, feeding off the energy of the celebrity sitting beside him, their voice weaving in and out of his. The The small crowd around them starts to grow, people gathering, drawn in by the unexpected duet. Some pull out their phones to capture the moment, but most just stand there, caught in the magic of the music. The sounds of the street seem to fade into the background, the chaos of the city, momentarily forgotten. The celebrity glances at the musician, a quiet encouragement in their eyes. They raise their hand, signaling for him to take the lead. He hesitates for a second, but then, feeling the weight of their approval, he nods and starts a new verse. His fingers move with more ease now, no longer hesitant or unsure. He's not just a street performer anymore. In this moment, he's a partner in music, sharing the stage with someone who has reached the heights of stardom. The celebrity follows his lead, their voice soaring high above the guitar's melody. The energy between them is electric, a connection that feels like it's been building for years, even though they've only just met. Every note is filled with emotion, every chord played with purpose. It's not just a performance, it's a collaboration, something beautiful and unexpected created in the middle of a busy street. For those few minutes, nothing else matters. The crowd, the fame, the city, it all fades into the background. It's just the music, and it feels incredible. The song reaches its peak, and the crowd around them erupts into applause. The sound is louder than the traffic, louder than the everyday noise of the city. People are clapping, shouting and cheering. The street feels alive, electric with the energy of the moment. The musician can hardly believe what just happened. His fingers are still moving over the strings, but his mind is racing. The celebrity, someone he's only ever seen from afar, was just right there with him, singing, playing, sharing the spotlight. It's like a dream, something that he never thought would happen in a million years. For a moment, everything goes silent. The crowd's cheers fade into the background, and all that remains is the soft lingering echo of the final note. The musician takes a deep breath, his heart still pounding, and glances at the celebrity. They are smiling, their eyes shining with excitement. "That was amazing," the celebrity says, their voice full of warmth. "You've got something special. People like you deserve to be heard." The musician can't quite believe it. This is the kind of praise he's only ever dreamed of hearing. The star continues, "You've got more than just talent. You've got heart. Keep going." The words sink in slowly, and the musician feels a swell of pride that he hasn't felt in a long time. He's always played for the love of the music, but now, he feels seen. A celebrity, someone who's been on top for so long, just acknowledged him. Not as a street performer, but as a true artist. The crowd's excitement hasn't died down. People are still clapping, some are even chanting, urging for one more song. The musician feels his confidence grow. He's no longer just a guy on the corner playing for coins. He's someone whose music can touch hearts. The celebrity leans over, giving him a wink. "You ready for another one?" they ask, as if they've been playing together for years. He nods, more sure of himself now. The crowd is waiting, and the music is calling. This is his moment, and he's not going to let it slip away. He strums the first few notes, and this time, his voice is strong. The celebrity joins in immediately, their harmony bringing the song to life, in a way that feels like magic. The street corner has transformed. It's not just a place anymore, it's a stage, and this is a performance neither of them will ever forget. The final chord rings out, and the crowd goes wild. The energy is overwhelming. The musician stands there, slightly out of breath, still holding his guitar. His heart is racing, and he can barely comprehend what just happened. For a moment, he just stands there, in the middle of the street, surrounded by cheers and applause. The celebrity is beside him, grinning ear to ear, clearly enjoying the moment as much as he is. They exchange a quick appreciative glance, and then the celebrity turns to face him. "You were incredible," they say, their voice full of genuine admiration. The musician can barely respond. He's still processing everything, the music, the crowd, the star standing next to him. But before he can find the right words, the celebrity reaches into their pocket, and pulls out a large bill, placing it into the guitar case with a wink. "Take this. You deserve it," they say, as the crowd continues to cheer. The musician's hands shake as he reaches down to collect the money, not quite believing what's happening. The celebrity pats him on the back, and with one last smile, they stand up and begin to walk away. The musician watches them go, still in shock. People in the crowd are pulling out their phones, taking videos and photos. capturing the moment they just witnessed. Some shout their thanks, others wave, but it's all a blur to him. He's still processing the fact that the celebrity, the one he never thought he'd meet, was right there, sharing a stage with him. As the celebrity disappears into the crowd, the musician takes a deep breath. His fingers run over the strings of his guitar, and for the first time in a long time, he feels like something big is about to happen. Maybe, just maybe, this was the beginning of something new.